Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to cut a stripe ETIBO step by step to be able to have this perfect stripe design. So the finished work will be looking at what we have on the left side of my video. Just what you are seeing is the exact thing I am going to be teaching how to cut it step by step. Welcome to Audience Fountains Fashion. I'm Oden Shalom. Here I review fashion secrets and they answer fashion questions. Subscribe if you are new to this channel, like and share if you find my video helpful. To get more notification, turn on your notification buttons. Let's dive into the lesson without any waste of time. So I'll be doing a very detailed work here. So this is my shoulder line. From the shoulder line, I'll be imputing the length depending on the client you are working with. So after marking this line, I will be taking my neck down there to 1/4 and the weight to 1/4 as well. After doing that, I will impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half inches sewing allowance, bringing it down to rule a straight line. After rolling that line, I will be imputing my shoulder slant of 2.5 inches, depending on your client's shoulder slant you work with my armhole that is 6.5 inches. So my shirt was folded into 2 plus sewing allowance of 2 inches extra. So my bust will be bust plus 1.5 for the sewing inches. So, and that is that. What I had there to have the festa was from the shoulder 23.5 and shoulder to the shape there was 16.5. So I'll be cuffing this to that festa side. So now I will be marking the middle of the armhole and I will come in by 3/4 inch. Connecting my neck to the shoulder slant and covering this armhole as well. So I'll be cutting it out. So just make sure you watch carefully because there are some things you have to note or have to know about cutting an ETIBO shirt. And all of them will be revealed in this lesson. So I will be very smart in what I'm doing, but please don't fail to like, share if you find this lesson helpful. So I'll be cutting it out. After cutting it out, we place it to have the back bodice of this dress. You get? So remember, this is a stripe ETIBO. We are going to be using the same stripe to bring out the design, and all I will be cutting it in this lesson. So if there's any question so far as this lesson is concerned or others, you are free to drop it down below the comment section. I'll be right there to answer you. So checking my bust measurement plus 2 inches allowance to confirm, and I'll add extra 2 inches to have the back line, that back design of a chieftaincy or an ETIBO dress, that back folding. So have you seen, I've placed my front bodies having allowance of 2 inches extra for the back line, that back design. Have you seen, like 1 inch away from the front will be more to the back. So I'll cut accordingly. Just watch carefully how to do this step by step. So my ETIBO, I'll be increasing the back measurement to make it up to 4 inches. There is that kind of like feelings or a look I have when I increase it that much. So I'll cut it that way. So now the next thing is to fold it to cover the front bodies by 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch, just the way I'm pointing at it. So I'll be cutting it out for the back bodies to have the neck and that pleat. So the next thing I'll be doing is to measure my 2 inches that I kept and I marked. I'll be giving it a notch just this way. From that notch, I'll be measuring my shoulder to trim the excesses out. So I'll be measuring my shoulder. If it is 19, I'll keep it 19 divided by 2 plus half inches sewing allowance. So I place that thing there. To determine the midpoint of the shoulder or the armhole here at the chest, I'll mark my 19 minus half inches. Since it's a free shirt for dignitaries, it's not always tight. I'll measure my armhole that is up to 12 or 11 and a half inches. Or for this one, I'm using 11 and a half because the person is busty. The bust is up to 47, 48. So I'll be leaving like half inches from where I cut the front bodice to give the space of the back, just like I have been explaining in other of my videos. So after doing this, I think I'm done with that. I'll be notching that same point here. I'll go to other aspect of this lesson to cut the other part to make it finished completely. Now, I think I'll be cutting out the sleeves. So cutting my sleeves, I will be folding my fabric into 2 this way. Let me show you what I'm doing there. And I'll fold it as well. It was folded into 2 for the 2 sleeves. And I'll fold it as well. So if I need a armhole of 11 inches, I'll keep it 9 inches. If I need an armhole of 12 inches, I keep it 9.5. So I need an armhole of 12 to 12 and quarter, 12 and a half. So I'll be marking this, my slip length, preferred slip length based on client slip length. I will mark. Now coming to the sleeve slants here, the depth here, I went down by 5 inches and I measured 9.5 to really give me my 12 inches as such. I will mark 9 inches from the sleeve cap there and measure my slip round at that point. Go down, measure my slip round as well, and I'll connect them together. So I'll be marking 3 3/4 inches from this point. Then I'll slant my sleeve, my armhole that way. So if I measure it, I should be able to have 12 inches or something like that. I think that is 12 inches I had. So I'll cut it accordingly. That is the best way to cut this kind of shirt to avoid excesses and over tightness of the armhole area or the bust. So after cutting it, I will be notching here, the cap here, and I will divide that my slip round there by 2 inches, by 2, and I will carve out the placket area like that. So I really have to adjust everything I am doing so that I'll be fast. So I have folded this material into 2 like this. I want to have that my design, and I'll make sure these stripe lines follow exactly the way they are. And I will use my chalk to roll a bias line, and I will have my measurements. At least the width of the design should not be more than 9 inches or 9.5. So I'll connect them and I'll cut through those lines. So when I'm done cutting, you will see the design there. So whether with or without this ETIBO, this is how to cut a stripe design to give you the finish you want. Let me place it so that you see what I mean. Have you seen what we have there? So that is how it's supposed to be. All those lines are accordingly. Have you seen? So if you find this lesson helpful, why not give it a thumbs up, like and share, subscribe to this channel if you find it helpful. You get? So I'm carving out the neck point, and that is that. So the next thing I will be doing is to cut other pieces I will be using for the dress. So if you want to watch how I cut all the other parts apart from this one I'll be cutting, just check my playlist. The sewing lesson is there. I cut everything in the sewing lesson. You get? Just check my playlist. I am dropping it alongside with this one, how to cut it step by step. You get? So thank you for staying up to this moment of this lesson. I really appreciate. Please encourage me by liking, subscribing, sharing this video. Thank you. See you in my next lesson.